How's it going, guys? Coffee here. Today I wanted to go over the update for the Deadeye build. For this, we have transitioned it into a grenade build. We were working towards this in the prior video, and this is kind of the pathing and the skills that we were using afterwards. This is a look at my gear here at level 48, basically near the end of Act 3 here. We have a crossbow here, +3 to level of all projectiles. I've been using this, again, as you can see, since we're on level 26. I got this in Act 2. It's been hard to beat. I been looking for an upgrade, and honestly, I feel like it's kind of been holding me back a bit. Probably not as much as I think. I just, feel like I should be able to find an upgrade because it's been 20 levels since I had one, but it is still extremely hard to find new gear. You are basically recommended to, every single time you level, you want to go back and make sure you check the vendors. That's pretty much where you're going to find the majority of your gear upgrades are going to be off of the vendors, and make sure that you basically go and check them both in Act 2 and Act 3 once you get there. It's still worth going back to Act 2 to check for things just because of how much of a difference it makes to have a really good weapon. For the rest of my gear, I'm basically just getting resistances. I do have a chest now, a spirit. I'm leaning into doing something a little bit crazy. I don't know if you should even do it, or, obviously it requires spirit and requires basically a bunch of things, but it's something that will probably only really get enabled for people more towards the end game rather than at this point. But I'm going to cover what I am using, and what you can do instead if you don't have this. So I have this necklace as well with spirit and +1 to projectiles on it, and then I just have whatever the highest MS boots I have, some life and resistances, and then just random gloves that I haven't regaled yet for some reason. So my gear is nothing crazy. But so for the skills themselves, we are using explosive shot here with scatter shot and double barrel. You want to be using a third support on this. I was tired last night and I got a jeweler's orb to drop, and I accidentally used it on an explosive grenade instead of explosive shot. So I'm supposed to have a third support here, and your third support should be conk effect on explosive shot. That's what you want, but since we don't have it, that's fine. For the main skill that I'm using here, it is gas grenade. So gas grenade, you'll see the damage tooltip on it shows that it's significantly lower than explosive grenade. But if you look at the actual explosion damage here, this is actually significantly higher, right? The explosion damage itself is being scaled by a ton, and that's actually what is that's the damage you're going for, right? So that is what is getting triggered when you trigger the grenade with explosive shot. Versus explosive grenade here is only, if we actually swap all the same supports over, it's still significantly lower than the 1000 damage, right? We're looking at 500 per explosion instead of 1000 damage per explosion. So you're getting quite a bit more out of gas grenade. The thing that I am doing with all of the points here by getting myself additional intelligence is I am running a blasphemy flammability curse. I did try a couple of the cast on ignite, things like that, and I wasn't consistently igniting anything yet, so I'll end up wanting to set some sort of trigger setup. But if you don't have the spirit, or you don't want to do this crazy version of the build, you just want to basically stick with oil grenade here with encumbrance and strip away. You can put the this magnified effect on oil grenade as well if you want. For flash grenade here, I have it with second wind and overpower. It's not very common that I actually use flash grenade, but there's times when you're on certain boss fights where you want to basically spam a bunch of flash grenades in order to stun them really quickly, to get them to either stop doing some sort of attack that they're doing or to basically skip a certain pattern. It's nice you can use stuns in order to get them out of a certain pattern that is unfavorable to you, or to kind of skip mechanics. We are using Wind Dancer. This is really, really nice. The evasion's really good. The little burst that it does to help save you a little bit definitely comes in handy all the time. But the main core of the build here is, again, just explosive shot, gas grenade, flash grenade, and oil grenade. And then for the tree itself, We did push through. We got our endless munitions. When you do get this, you'll notice a massive power spike. I'll include some footage after this that basically shows like right after I got endless munitions, and then basically a bunch of different bosses like going through with those and how strong it has been. So we changed our pathing here a little bit. We go through Honed Instincts and Blur. You can honestly take this movement speed early on when you're in the middle of like pathing down towards this other section down here. Take this just because the extra movement speed will help while you're leveling. We'll path over here through Volatile Catalyst. We drop everything in regards to like projectile chaining, things like that, because we're not consistently doing that anymore. Even Vile Wounds, like we're not igniting enough right now. At some point this will get picked back up again, but we're just not inflicting ailments enough. We need to pick up more ailment effect on stuff on the tree. We are picking up cluster bombs here. The Grenadier +1 cooldown use, I think I will end up picking it up again at some point, but right now I have enough cooldown recovery rate on things that I haven't actually needed the extra cooldown use. For the most part, like you don't have the attack windows to just like chain unload everything. If we get to the point where we're where things are, we can just basically stand still and just spam grenades as fast as we can and then use explosive shot. We might need more, but so far this is about all I've needed, and if I do need more, I'll just pick up this extra cooldown recovery right here. This instant reload is actually really important, and it's really nice just because how often you are reloading. And then same with this adrenaline rush here. This is this cooldown recovery rate and makes enemies have a lower cooldown recovery rate. And then we path down here. Ignore this wheel here. This is all for attributes that I ended up having to take in order to facilitate using this basically cast on ignite stuff or this curse thing, because everything's relying on int, right? So to get this high of int obviously takes quite a bit of stats. So the stat wheel is really nice for that. This 12% reduced attributes requirement is nice. Then we're getting like, again, whatever, like 25% damage out of this, or whatever, 20% damage. So that's okay. But the main thing we want from this wheel down here, we want this repeating explosives. 15% chance to activate a second time. And then we want to make sure we get reusable ammunition, and then at least these crossbow reload speeds. You can grab this extra damage as well. You're always just going to have like one type of ammo fired in the last 10 seconds for our version of the build. I'm sure at some point we will end up pathing over here into this power shots as well. It's just not going to be yet. So I'm not exactly sure where I want to go with this yet next. I'm pretty sure we're going to go over here to this authority area of effect over here in order to get this extra AoE just on the grenades to ensure we're getting more overlaps. I think that's where we're still going to want to go with it. I don't really think we're going to end up going into the ballistas as much as I planned originally. Just from my early experiences with them, is they just were not doing enough. They're not basically going to hard carry too much, and they just kind of die really easily still. They get targeted, things like that. So, and we've been having mana issues, so we'll see. The intention, though, is I'm thinking that we're going to be able to convert this into more of a trigger build at some point and have some either trigger with whether we end up changing it to like Voltaxic Grenade and we're doing a trigger on shock or something else. I'll have to update that tomorrow, but this is kind of where we're at with it. I'll showcase this little spot here that I found in this map here, which is like a good little spot to get a nice amount of mobs. If you end up getting to the point where you are stuck, you can find a spot like this. So I can showcase your explosive grenade. If you actually see this here, it's only supposed to fire one shot, but because of the extra projectiles that we have, and then the extra clip here from are using this again with scatter shot in order to get the extra projectiles, and then double barrel gives it an additional bolt. So we're actually getting quite a bit of things out of this before we have to recast it. But pretty much the gist of the build is, again, we're throwing down our gas grenades here. If we need the extra resistances, then we throw down a oil grenade as well, but for the most part we don't typically need that. So this spot's like a nice little spot too, that has a bunch of monsters that all spawn at once or like in the same area. But So there's typically a either essence or like a rare or a little blue pack down here. And you can kind of kill these and go through, and once you basically kill these, then you just move on. If you have another character, another build even that has even more clear, like some of these cast on freeze builds that I've been seeing on Stormweaver, they seem to be pretty good. So once they're done, you can literally just go back and reset it. And you go back to respawn at checkpoint, and you're just going to respawn, and all these monsters are going to be up again. So you can use it to push quite a bit of stuff. So yep, I'll leave some footage here of some bosses between Act 2, Act 3, things like that. And yeah, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. And other than that, see you in the next one.
Oh dear. Now we just have to remove it from that giant construct. Good luck. I need more time. Not yet. Patience.
No, so you'll have other skills that have it. Other skills that will give you the power charges.
Need more time.
So it's like that class plays more like a combo class, kind of.
I'm out of mana. You should have shared. Now the core is mine.
It's good, man. Have a good night. Talk to you tomorrow. Oh, I'll be up till 3 in the morning again. Alright, later. Yeah, I'll be in tomorrow. Later.
The Sigmar of Yaldura. Bow before your king.
Need more time. A medikit. Not bound. Need more time. We did them. Submit.
The Manifest will pay. We repay hate in kind. The Manifest will pay. We are the storm. For my people.
I need more mana. Need more time.
Find our son.
Need more time. Patience.
For my people.
Patience.
The era of the Faradun is now.
Patience.
The Manifest will pay.
Not yet.
Mystery! Vengeance!
I need more mana. Not ready. We're running out of time. End this. What are you doing?
My queen! Take the beast!
Alright, we go again.
I don't have time for this! Sands, bend to my will! Impede my enemies! The era of the Faradun is now! Our gift to you!
Patience.
Our gift to you!
Not yet.
The Marrakech will pay! Take our hate!
Oh,
We will have blood! The Marrakech will pay! Blood! Our
Not
gift
ready.
to you!
Not ready. Not yet.
Our gift to you! We will blot out the sun! I will erase you!
Need more time.
Our gift to you! 10,000 spears! Spears! Take our hate! I will grind you into dust! The Marrakech will pay!
No mana.
Endless hate! Forge of hate! Winds, to me! The Faradun is now!
Need
The
more time.
era of the Faradun is now! Our gift to you! I will erase you! The Marrakech will pay! Endless hate!
Need more time. I need more mana.
Our gift to you! Wings, to me!
I guess realizing this does much less damage than I thought. It's fine. Basically the tornadoes that are gonna kill you, if anything.
Take our fate!
I need more time.
Die! Full of
Holy shit, dude.